What type of king are they going to set up? They are going to set up a kingdom. So we need to see this king. The Supreme Lord who will replace all now existing rulers, dragging on their existence among societies demoralized by us, societies that have even denied the authority of God, from whose midst breaks out on all sides the fire of anarchy, must first of all proceed to quench this all-devouring flame. Therefore he will be obliged to kill off those existing societies, though he should drench them with his own blood, that he may resurrect them again in the form of regularly organized troops fighting consciously with every kind of infection that may cover the body of the state with sores. He literally is going to cause a bloodbath if he has to. Why do you think our own troops have been moved to other parts of the world and are being replaced, even as we speak now, with UN peace troops? Not one American soldier would open up on his own countrymen, but let someone else from another country do it. They'll happily do it. Yeah. But of course Bill Clinton thinks he's being clever and no one realizes what's going on. No wonder it takes a village idiot. Who said that? This chosen one of God is chosen from above to demolish the senseless forces moved by instinct and not reason, by brutishness and not humanness. But their part will be played out the moment he enters into his kingdom. Then it will be necessary to sweep them away from his path, on which must be left no knot, no splinter. Now we are describing their king now, remember that. The Illuminati's king of the despots, I should say. By want and the envy and hatred which it engenders, wipe out all those who hinders us on our way. When the hour strikes for our sovereign Lord of all the world to be crowned, it is these same hands which will sweep away everything that might be a hindrance thereto. Now, if that doesn't tell you enough about him, listen to his nature. When I was going through this document the very first time, and I hadn't touched this document, it must have been a good, when I finally got this, I was out of the Illuminati about 12 years, and I hadn't seen the document at least in that long. But some of this, when I was reading it as a born-again Christian, it took on a whole different complexion. It is only with a despotic ruler that plans can be elaborated extensively and clearly in such a way as to distribute the whole properly among the several parts of the machinery of the state. From this, the conclusion is inevitable that a satisfactory form of government for any country is one that concentrates in the hands of one responsible person. Without an absolute despotism, there can be no existence for civilization, which is carried on not by the masses, but by their guide, whosoever that person may be. Ever since that time, we have been leading the peoples from one disenchantment to another, so that in the end they should turn also from us in favor of that king despot of the blood of Zion, whom we are preparing for the world. Now, isn't it interesting? This king of the despot is going to be Jewish. Isn't that what the Bible prophesied? He's going to not only be Jewish, but he's going to know from which tribe he's descended from. And they think it's their idea. Some people just never learn. The recognition of our despot may also come before the destruction of the Constitution. The moment for this recognition will come when the people, utterly wearied by the irregularities and incompetence, a matter which we shall arrange for, of their rulers, will clamor away with them and give us one king over all the earth, who will unite us and annihilate the causes of discords, frontiers, nationalities, religions, state debts, who will give us peace and quiet which we cannot find under our rulers and representatives. It is this which has served as the basis for our organization of secret masonry, which is not known to, and aims which not even so much as suspected by these chattel, attracted by us into the show army of Masonic lodges in order to throw dust in the eyes of their fellows. As we've already gone over, and I feel so bad for those people, but 95% of all Masons have been so badly deceived and lied to. About 2-3 summers ago, I can't remember exactly which, the Southern Baptist Convention was asked to spend a lot of money and a lot of research. It was supposedly have taken a year to do, to find out if a Christian once and for all should become a Mason. Well, I think the answer is easy, but nevertheless, let these pinnacles in the White Ivory Tower come up with their conclusions, Well, a year later, I don't know how many millions of people were looking towards these intellectual, gifted people of God. For the final answer. And they said, in a nutshell, I've got the article. You're going to have to make up your own minds. Oh, what a shame. I don't know what these people were doing in that year, but it certainly wasn't any type of proper research. The people were looking to them for a yes or no answer. And doesn't the Bible say, let your yeas be yeas, let your nays be nays? Not let your if, ands, and buts dangle out there instead. No. I just don't understand this, folks. Sometimes I just don't understand this. We're supposed to be Christians, and sometimes it really gets frustrating. I mean, I just want to take my foot and give them a good shot in the blessed assurances. And I'm going to keep going, because if I chase that rabbit, I may never get back again. Now you know why I don't stand behind podiums. Listen to this. Today, I may tell you that our goal is now only a few steps off. There remains a small space to cross, and the whole long path we have trodden is ready now to close its cycle of the symbolic snake by which we symbolize our people. Well, we know Scripture tells us about the deception of the serpent. What people don't realize is that there is a very ancient symbol that the Illuminati have adopted. It's a symbol of reincarnation. It's known as the Ouroboros. It's a red serpent who's going around in a circle and devouring its tail. It's completing the cycle of life. How many of you have seen that wonderful new symbol of the lucid technology, that red circle and all this? Well, if you look at it very carefully, that's a serpent devouring its tail. If you look at this new television show, Millennium, look behind the name. You're going to see that Ouroboros, a red serpent going around in a circle devouring its tail. And here's an interesting one for you to chew on. Why do you think the only letter that is red in the Mobil gas logo is a red O? But that's another story.